Okay, you're going to take your second assessment over systems of equations. Three masteries are needed to lock, and then when we get to the end of the semester, you don't have to worry about it. So I've got two equations. I need to find out where the lines intersect. So x equals y equals. Now, as you can see, the y and the x, the y is all by itself. So that sets me up very nicely to just do an input-output for x. And you know what to do from there. You put 0 in, you get negative 1, 1, and 3. Okay, now if I put 0 here, 0 minus 4 is negative 4, 1 minus 4 is negative 3, negative 2. I went through that kind of fast, but you know, I think everybody knows how to do it. So 0, negative 1, I go down 1. I go right 1, up 1. And I'm going to go right 2, up 1, 2, 3. You're going to need your ruler on this problem. So I'm setting the camera on the desk. That's why it's black out, because my desk is grayish black. Okay, then we go from there. 0, negative 4, so down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, negative 3, right 1, down 1, 2, 3. And then 2, negative 2. And this intersection is going to be really hard to see. You're just going to have to kind of guesstimate about where it's at. Sorry about that. They cross about here. So if I'm estimating where it's at, it's about negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So x would be like negative 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then negative 6, negative 7, whichever one you prefer. That is probably not the general correct answer, but that is about where they intersected. Okay, this problem's not about getting right answers. It's about graphing the lines correctly and getting your intersection point close. Okay, now this one here, that's not going to work because the x and y are together on the same side of the equation. So what we're going to have to do is set up our 0, 0 method. And you're solving for x, you're solving for y. Okay, so let's take our top equation, write that down twice. So 2x plus y equals negative 5, 2x plus y equals negative 5. So we know that if x is 0, we can get 2x out of there, and then y is just going to equal negative 5. I don't even need to divide. I can get y out of there, and then I know 2 times x equals negative 5. Okay, so I'm going to have to divide by 2 to find the actual x. That's negative 2.5, so it's not often we get decimals, but that one we did. Okay, now we're on the other table, we use this equation. Put a 1 in front of that, so you have a negative, a number to go with your negative. So negative 1x plus 3y equals 6. Negative 1x plus 3y equals 6. Okay, x is 0, so out of here with x, and then we just divide by 3. And 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Now if y is 0, you get rid of 3y. And then you're going to divide both sides by negative 1. And that's negative 6. Okay. So 0, negative 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then negative 2.5, 0. So 1, 2, and then halfway. At least it's a 0.5. It would really be crappy if you got like a 0.3. Okay, graph the 2 points. Okay, so 0, 2, 1, 2. Negative 6, 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so again, the lines cross. That actually works out pretty good on mine here, right in the middle of the logo. So left 1, 2, 3, so negative 3, and then we're up 1, so negative 3, positive 1. Okay, so solving the system, 2x plus 5y equals 7, and x equals negative 5y, negative 4y plus 2. So I'm solving for x and y here. And I look through each equation, and I can see we have an x by itself with that expression on the other side. So write your other one. So 2x plus 5y equals 7. Okay, so we know we have x. So replace the x. And then I'm going to extend it a little ways. And I'm going to be putting negative 4y plus 2 in there. Okay, so I have matching y's. To solve for y first. So negative 8y plus 4 plus 5y equals 7. Okay, so we know our y's are on the same side, so just add those. You get negative 3y plus 4 and 7. Now I can go from there. Negative 3y equals 3. And y equals negative 1. So I know y is negative 1. To find x, it's very easy. We can just take x equals all this. So I can, now that I have y out of here, if x equals negative 4 times negative 1 plus 2, it's going to be 6. Okay, now the next one, I'm not quite so fortunate. I don't have that letter by itself, okay? So I need to use the elimination method to eliminate x's so I can solve for y's. So I have a 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and now I multiply. So it's going to be 6x plus 2y equals negative 2, and then the bottom you're going to get 6x plus 9y equals 54. Okay, here's your common. You can't add yet because they're both positive. Okay, you got to go negative, negative, negative. Now add, because 6 plus negative 6 is 0. 2 plus negative 9 is negative 7y. Negative 2 plus negative 54 is negative 56. Divide by negative 7, and y is 8. Okay. All right, now take your top equation, 3x plus 1y equals negative 1. We know that y is 8. So we need to take 8 times 1, that's 8, plus 3x. So I have 3x equals negative 9, and I divide by 3, and that's negative 3. Okay, now story problems. A group of friends, and there's no percents. I didn't put any of those crappy percent problems on this assessment here. A group of friends, but there are a couple ones you might not be used to, so pay attention. Group of friends take a tubing trip. They rent 26 total tubes for $360. However, they rent both small and large tubes. Small tubes cost $7.50 to rent. Large tubes cost $15 to rent. How many of each type of tube do they get? So again, it's just small, large, and money are the 3 units I use. Okay, so small, large, and then money and money. So how much does one single small tube cost? $7.50. How much does one large tube cost? $15. Okay, do I know how many small tubes? I know there's 26 tubes, but I don't know how many are small and how many are large. Now, down here's your money total. Don't put 26 down there. This is money total. Money total is $360. Okay, and then I use this 26 to fill out my row of unknowns. So I know that 26 total tubes, so I need X and Y to be the 2 unknowns. So X, Y, 26. So that's going to be 7.50X and 15Y. So I have x and y, so unfortunately I have to create my system. So I know we're going to have x plus y equals 26, and then 7.50x plus 15y equals 360. Okay, need 1, so we're going to take these all times 7.50. And we're going to take these all times 1. So 7.50 times 1x, 7.50x, plus 7.50y. And then I take 26 times 7.50, and that's going to be 195. And the bottom, 7.50x plus 15y equals 360. Now again, these can't both be positives. You got to make negative, negative, negative. So those go away, and we're adding. So I take 7.50 plus negative 15, that's negative 7.5. So negative 7.5y. I take 195 plus negative 360, and that's 195 plus negative 360 is negative 165. Then I divide by negative 7.5. And negative 165 divided by negative 7.5 is 22. So y is 22. So that's your large. So to find your small, you just go 1x plus 1y equals 26. So 22 large means you put 22 here. So 22 plus 1x. And 1x equals 4. Okay, this problem's pretty annoying. I wouldn't put it on a test. I wouldn't put this particular one on a test, but there is going to be one kind of like it where it'll have like money and stuff, but the units are like really confusing. I even wrote them up here for what you're going to use. Okay, Team A runs twice as many plays in a football game as Team B. Team A averages 8.5 yards per play, while Team B only averages 2.5 yards per play. There are 624 yards of total offense gained by the two teams in this game. Find the number of plays ran by each team. So I have 3 units. The plays run by Team A, the plays run by Team B, and then our third degree unit, like money is usually our third degree unit, but this problem, the third degree unit's yards. Total, how many, and single. Okay, now these two are kind of your together. So the plays by A and the plays by B, and then yards single, yards total. So how many yards does Team A get per single play? Well, they get 8.5. And then Team B's 2.5. Now, did I know how many plays they ran? No, I have no idea at this point. What's your total yards? Or sorry, it's supposed to say yards. The total yards is 624. Now, there's another number in there, and it's twice. With twice, you don't put x plus 2. It's 2x and x, okay? So Team A runs twice as many, so 2x for Team A and x for Team B. So 2 times 8.5, all you got to do is multiply one thing, okay? 2 times 8.5 is 17x, and then 2.5x. Okay, so you don't have that plus. You don't have to do the do thing. Okay, so we're equal to 624, and we can add the x's, and that's 19.5x, and then I divide by 19.5. And then 624 divided by 19.5 is 32. So here's where x is at, and that's for Team B, so they ran 32. And to find Team A, twice means you just double it. You take it times 2, okay? And that's 64. Okay, last one. A sports equipment store is having a sale on soccer balls. A soccer coach purchases 10 soccer balls and 2 soccer ball bags for $155. Another coach purchases 12 soccer balls and 3 soccer ball bags for $189. Find the cost of a soccer ball and the cost of a soccer ball bag. Okay, so I'm finding the cost of a ball and a bag. There's 3 units, the balls, the bags, and the money. And then the balls, the bags, and money. So again, okay, and then balls, bags, and then money and money. Okay, if I buy one ball, do I know how much it costs? No. I don't know that either. How many soccer balls did we buy here? Well, this guy bought 10, but this guy bought 12. Don't put 22 though, okay? You keep the 10 and the 12 separate. The bags, this guy bought 2 bags. This guy bought 3 bags, so you need to put 2 and 3. Now the totals, well, there's 2 totals as well, 155 and 189. Okay, by the way, I should be crossing these out the moment I put them on the table. Well, I don't really have any other numbers here, okay? So I don't have any other numbers in this row. I just got to put X and Y. So that's going to be 10 times X, 10X. 12 times X is 12X. 2 times Y is 2Y. 3 times Y is 3Y. So I need to make my system out with these two. So 10X plus 2y equals 155, and then 12x plus 3y equals 189. So we got to use elimination. So I have 12, so 12, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10 times 12 is 120x. 2 times 12 is 24y. Then 155 times 12 is going to be 1,860. Then the bottom, you're going to get 120x plus 30y, and then 1890. Now again, the x's are the same, but they can't both be positive. You got to make them all opposite. Okay, and then we're adding 24 plus negative 30, just like that. Negative 6. Not just 24 plus 30. It's got to be a negative 30. 1860 plus negative 1890, and that's negative 30. So I divide by negative 6, and y equals 5. Okay? So bags is $5 each. Okay, the cost of a ball, write down the 10x plus 2y equals 155, and put the 5 in for y. And we got to take 2 times 5, that's 10, plus 10x. So minus 10, minus 10, so 10x equals 145. Divide by 10. 145 divided by 10 is 14.5, so $14.50. Okay.